far as the hardcore scene.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty dope to see that kind of making a resurgence.
You know, you say resurgence, but like the hardcore scene here has always been really, really
Yeah.
strong. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like heavy music in general is becoming more mainstream. So like, you know, you have God, you have Knock Loose playing Coachella for God's sakes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have, what Lorna Shore was at Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
You know, fucking you got you got you got bands like Slaughtered Prevail opening up for like Five Finger Death Punch now, you
Well,
know.
yeah, I know. And Knocked Loose is on tour with Slipknot right now.
Slipknot and like dude, and there's such like a juxtaposition in fan bases too, you know, especially with Knock Loose, because like when I go to a Knock Loose show, I'm trying to knock someone loose, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Everyone else, it's there to see Slipknot is like let's bunch our shoulders together and push
Uh,
pit.
it's so Slipknot didn't used to fucking be like that, dude. It's just
Yeah.
because like the Slipknot fans are getting old and they don't want to break a hip.
Yeah. Well, it's the like, you know, the new metal crowd too. I'm sure early Slipknot was like so like, you know, Slipknot when they started, I'm sure they were like the most hardcore shit in Des Moines at that point, right? So people were
Yeah.
going wild. But as soon as they started touring with like Limp Bizkit and Stained and you know what I mean, then they're like, oh, okay. So, you know, it just started going. I'm sure before they sold out, which is a dumb term in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were probably the like heaviest shit around in their local scene.
Yeah. So, you
I'm
know,
sure the shows were insane.
it's so funny because everyone, you know, throws that fucking term around. Oh, so and so sold out, right?
Yeah,
And it's like, hold on, what was their plan? Right? If their plan from the beginning
was to
was
get big. Yeah,
right, like people don't get into music and go, I only want to play clubs,
dude.
100
I
capacity.
I talk to people, and you know, I'm like, dude, I just do it for the music. I'm like, well, that's very admirable. You know, and that's dope. Anyone that wants to do that, more power to them. And anything. I want to do music without having to do anything else.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
and I think there's a difference, right? Because I think there are people who have been doing it for 20 or 30 years and honestly have never wanted to go and be
Yeah,
on the road and do that shit. And that's cool,
and
man.
that's cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then right there are people like you who are like, no, I want this to be my
Yeah,
fucking
I
career.
want
But
to be big enough where I can like still like I don't want to, you know, I want to do what I love and I want to help other people do what I love and what they love and like it to have the kind of time to be able to put that into the music scene and for other people and yourself, like you have to put everything into that. Like I can't work a 9 to 5 and do what I do.
right.
You know, I
Well,
can't.
you know, and it's, you know, it's funny, but you guys are doing it, right? You're booking a month-long tour, you're fucking playing festivals, you're going after every opportunity that's presented to you, right? So like you're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk. Whereas I feel like there are a lot of bands out there who say, hey, I want to do this, but they don't take the steps to get to, you know, to do those things. It's like, yeah, we want to do this, but we're only going to play local. We're only going to be at a show while we're playing and then we're out for the night. And it's like, dude, there's a lot more to it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
100%.
So, um, do you know Keith Wampler from the Convalescents?
I do.
Talk to him about booking, dude. He does
Yeah.
booking.
Yeah, I know I've known everybody in my band is busy.
Yeah.
I've yeah, we just played Incarceration the night before we played the festival. We played in the campgrounds and the Convalescents headlined that when we were
Yeah.
out there. And that was a good fucking time. Yeah, I'm familiar with Keith. We haven't talked. We've talked a little bit, but we haven't talked a lot. I know that he works with people that we work with. Shout out to my man Joel and like Extreme Management. He's a fucking saint, but he's told me about Keith and you know, had good things to say. So yeah, I mean,
Keith
that
is
would
the
be
same
dope.
way, dude. He's
Yeah.
fucking,
I
he's,
see them doing their thing, man. Like I see them going out. Man, if they want to do something, I'm down. Like we're tour ready. We do this shit all the
well,
time, you know.
like he books for bands though, right? If you don't want to book a fucking tour, talk to him about booking it. Let him take care of it for you. He'll fucking totally do it. They're getting ready to come through here. They're going to play at Zanzibar.
Yeah, I saw that. They're coming with as like Ignoramus and Casket Robbery.
Yeah,
I think.
and Vorath. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. We had a great time playing out in the camp with them. So we're down to do whatever, man. I'm hungry. We're hungry as fuck. So like
You're like, I'm hungry. We're hungry. I don't know.
yeah,
We'll see. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, anything we can do, man. We're trying to break even more Danny Wimmer stuff, man. Like that's where it's Danny Wimmer shows is where it's at.
That's what Hemorrhage did. So they played a bunch of shows and got fucking noticed. Well, most of their shows have been like on a bus, right? And they're just out playing outside of shows. So that
Silly Goose.
Silly Goose does the same thing.
Silly
Yeah.
Goose, man.
And
they kill it, and they're doing bigger things with DWP. They're doing the new metal show out in, I think it's San Bernardino or some shit. It's out west. It might be near Sacramento actually, because they have Aftershock out there.
Yeah,
Silly Goose went from playing Vans to open up for like fucking Korn and shit. So good for them.
Yeah. Well, and that's what it takes, right? It takes doing something to fucking stand out from everyone else.
They found their niche. It's like all about finding your like little niche, right? Whoa. What broke?
A ceramic bowl just shattered everywhere.
Oh, cool. We're breaking ceramic bowls in the house right now.
You said Limp Biscuit, and she was like, break stuff.
Yeah, I said Limp Biscuit, and she's like, yeah, break stuff. Boom, toss it on the ground. Emma, get over here. Don't eat any of the broken porcelain. I gotta worry about my dog.
That's fucking funny. My dogs would do the same thing.
Yeah. Hi, Emma.
My cat, on the other hand, would be like, yeah, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, I'm not a big cat. Cats are just they're so mean, man.
No way, dude. They're just chill. She's just like, literally, I come to the basement to do my fucking podcasting, and she's like, I'm just gonna curl up next to you, and then she'll wake up here in like 20 minutes and start rubbing all over me. Like,
we had this meeting with my friends, and there was like cats and dogs, and it was like they put a list together and like why cats are bigger dickheads than dogs, right? And then someone else had their dog dickhead menu, and it was just funny to go back and forth on. What we came up with essentially is like your dog, does a lot more asshole things because it needs more care, but your cat's gonna eat you like a day after you die. So
that's fair. The fucking cat absolutely does. So let's talk about Fight From Within. Like, how long ago did you guys start?
So we started. Me and my buddy Ty and a guy named Dylan and Matt and a kid Chris at the time. The band. I started this band with a whole bunch of people, and it is completely changed. So
as they quite often do.
Yeah. We started a project in 2021, and then we went through the member carousel, I guess you could say, trying to find out who actually wants to go out and do the thing. And we've had a pretty solid team since, I would say, early 2000, middle 2002. We've had like a pretty solid team. We've had a couple more like switches, but it's hard, man. When you want to go
since 2002.
No, I'm sorry. No, the early 2022.
I was like,
yeah, my bad. Like middle 2022, we've had around pretty much the same members. We filled it. We started going out and playing shows as a 4-piece. And then we had two vocalists at the time, and then we got our bass player that came in. David came in around the same time. I would say middle of 2002, right after we did some tour dates. And then we ended up getting, we had Simon and Jimmy were playing guitar for us. And then, Simon had life stuff coming up. Jimmy got into a nuclear power career. So it's just been, steadily moving. But ever since the solid 4-piece we had, it's kind of stayed that, and then we built onto that after.
Right
So,
on. So,
yeah,
are you familiar with Resistor at all?
I've heard of Resistor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I think they're touring with someone not too soon, I believe.
yeah, I
Um,
think they hit the road. Should be here in a couple of weeks, and they're playing a show at over in New Albany at Our Lady of Perpetual Hops.
Our Lady of Perpetual Hops.
Yeah,
Is it a bar?
it's a brewery. Yeah.
That sounds dope.
Sometime in October is that I think it's like Hate 1-2 Fest or something.
812. I have to check that out. I know um, my boys in Autumn Lies Buried are headlining a show in New Albany now. They were, it was, who's Vile was supposed to be the band that was headlining the show in New Albany, but I guess they ended up
It's
disbanding or whatever.
that's the one. Yeah.
That's the one. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Exit Wounds is playing. So Exit Wounds and us have a lot of history.
Okay.
Those are our homies. We went on our tour last year with them. Right before we had our Blue Ridge debacle, we went on tour with them. That was fun. That's a good story.
Oh, that's hold on. That was with Heartsick.
Heartsick, yeah. Those
Yeah.
are the homies, man. Heartsick is the shit.
Yeah.
Heartsick. Not only do they kill it live and they smack on socials, but like they're such good dudes. Waylon is the man. They're all fucking Alfonso is the man. Like that was the first thing when they're all Barrick started playing with them when we went on tour. Their new drummer, he's fucking sick. Like they as soon as we toured, the last thing Alfonso asked is this stuff like, so like, is everything good? Was like, did you enjoy your time out with us and all this other shit? And I'm like, bro, we've just been hustling. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it was great. But he was like so worried. It felt like he was concerned with how we felt with the experience, and he took us with him. Like he hit us up. I was like, yo,
Right.
we're playing Ink. Come do shows with us. And I'm like, all right, let's get it. And that was our first experience getting out there with another band. You know what I mean? We did our solo shit a couple times, and we did a little bit with Autumn Lies Buried, but that was the first time we went on the road for like consecutive weeks with another
So
band.
I think
And
that's
I wouldn't have done it with anybody else because
that's a really important thing, right? Is bands need to like reach out and be like, hey, fucking we dig you. Come out on the road with us.
yeah. Well, we all network, but also like I feel like so that concept that bands need to go up to people and pull them with them. Yes, awesome. Yes, that needs to happen. But I feel like bands think that's how it's gonna happen. Does that make sense?
I follow you because they're two different things,
They're
right?
two different things. If you're putting in the work and you're doing the thing and you're fucking going out there, that's bound to happen. But that notion of people like, oh, because that's how it was back in the day before socials. You fucking killed it. You grinded. You started making yourself out of your city. Next thing you know, you play with somebody. They're like, you guys are sick. Play this show with us. And it was networking because it wasn't as easy to do it as it is now.
Well,
right?
and that but the politics of it, and it's fucked up to say that, but there's so many
Oh,
politics
the
to
music
it.
scene is a bureaucracy, bro. It's like
Yeah.
bureaucratic shit everywhere. There's someone's there, but that's just the game, dude. So as long as you're doing it, you have to do the things that are going to qualify you. You need to be landing your industry standards of your production and your engineering. You need to be hitting your social media. You need to be coming up with content. You got to be putting your name out there. It's not like that anymore. Like I'm just gonna play good music and people are gonna take me on the road with them. That's not how it works anymore.
Well, but that's not how it worked then either, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well, it was a lot. I feel like back
if we
then,
if we look at the 80s, we look at like the thrash bands of the 80s, what did they do? They didn't just play at their local bars and put out good music. They were out there, like I think one of Slayer's first tours, they rented a fucking U-Haul and Tom was driving his fucking Camaro behind.
Well, that's what I mean. They were hustling. They were going out there because that's the only way they could get out there. So I see a lot of bands, they basically they stay in their local scene a lot, they stay there. And the worst thing you can do for your local scene is oversaturate.
Yeah.
You want to build unless like we were talking about earlier, where you can, like, if you just want to stay home, then yeah, do your thing. You know what I mean? But like, you have to build yourself out of your area. You have to give yourself a certain amount of like worth for people that want to work with you. Like you want to make sure you have your local scene on deck, but when you try to put a tour together and you want to guarantee, because you got to pay for gas, well, those people in those states, they want to know if you can pull anybody. Why are they not just going to give people free money to not pull anybody into the venue? And that's where marketing is super important, and creating kind of like a pre-made tour, if you will, by choosing cities to target your music into, you know. And then even then, bro, after you do that, you have to go out into the test run, you know, because no one wants, you could have all the numbers in the world, but what do you pull when you get there? So the next thing you know, you're playing in North Carolina, and whoever shows up, you know, those numbers stick around, you know, and the next person that books you knows, okay, well, I can expect this much, and they've been marketing this much, so they might have grown this much. Everything we do is analytically based.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know? So
yeah, and it's
you gotta collect data. That's the job.
Yeah. I want to play music, but I need to know what your fucking numbers are here, and here. Yeah. Yeah. How wild is that?
It goes into like I mean, people's like drama. People are like, oh, you know, drama, and then other stuff in the scene. You got the people that are just like, dude, I just want to play music. Well, dude, you can't. You know why? Because none of us can either. None of us can either. We have to do all this other stupid shit. You know?
Yeah.
So dude, like, I understand it. I would love to just go play music too, but I can't.
I think that's all anyone really wants, is to fucking play music and get paid enough to fucking have a livable wage on it, you know?
That's what I think personally. Like, if I can just do what I do on like kind of branding myself and figuring out my own way of making money, and then with the band, and then just be comfortable, that's perfect, right? I'm just like doing what I love musically and dealing with people in that vicinity, and I have a nice house, and I'm just chilling. I don't need anything extravagant. I like what I got right now, you know?
Yeah.
So the better it goes. I mean, you could always go for life upgrades, but like, what's better than being your own boss, as long as it's working out in your favor?
That's the fucking truth,
you know?
And you know, I think what a lot of people don't understand about like the whole being your own boss thing is it's not all fucking unicorn farts and rainbows, you know.
That's
what I
the
mean?
hardest.
Yeah.
Being your own manager is like the hardest part of it. You know how many days I wake up and I'm like, oh dude, I got to get up and go to work, or I don't, right? You know what I mean? So like, it's always the struggle, is waking up in the morning, and like, especially me, a lot of my work is social media driven. So I'm completely attached to my phone. And sometimes it's more convenient for me to work on social media than it is to go do some Grubhub, you know what I mean? And then I also might not necessarily want to leave, you know? So next thing you know, I'm just doing a bunch of social media work, which pans out the money too, but I also need other money. You know, if you want to be your own boss, it comes with the making the income. Like, you have bills you have to pay. Like, so what am I going to do? You know, that goes from going out and doing Grubhub to winning a ticket on DraftKings. You know what I mean? How am I going to get money that I'm going to continue to not have to go punch a clock or punch a card? And that comes with constantly hustling and constantly figuring out what you're going to do and how it's going to go, you know? And that's it. That's the struggle of doing the music thing, like, and just doing that, you know, because most people can't. You can't. People, it's not easy to manage yourself.
No.
It's much easier for someone to say, hey, I need you at work or you're fired. And you're like, oh, okay, I just gotta go to work or I'll get fired. It gives you that.
Yeah, well, and it's a lot easier, I think, for people to punch the fucking clock and to have that guaranteed check every week than it is for them to get up and self-motivate and do the hustle, right? Because it's fucking hard. Dude, the days like this year has been kind of a rough year for me, and there were months I'm like, oh fuck, I need to go get a job in a factory, but then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna figure this out and just keep rolling.
Like, if you don't have a job, you have to literally come up with a way to provide goods or services to people so you can pay your bills. And that's like not it's not that easy. It's not that easy to, you know, but I feel like that's an important step for musicians, is because I think people should realize that the band is not going to be your pay all be all.
Right.
The band is going to provide you a source of reach that you can brand yourself to. You know what I mean? You come up with your own clothing line. You can come up with your, you can give people guitar lessons. You can figure out what you're going to do on social media. You can monetize a TikTok. You can do all this other stuff, and you have that band just feeding you followers.
Yeah.
So
well,
it's important.
So a lot of people have done that, right? Like Kevin Talley from the Acacia Strain. He's a realtor, right?
Okay.
So obviously people know him for playing drums.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shit, he makes a shitload more money doing real estate. So he
100%.
he was like, I'm done with the band. I want to be home with the family, right? Like,
yeah, man, and that's what you got to do. Like, I'm pretty sure. Is Kevin Kane? Kevin Kane. I think he does realty too, and he's part owner of wrong side and shit, and that's what you got to do. It's investment. You got to invest in yourself, because the band, in my opinion, the first goal of a band is to make that band self-sufficient.
Yep.
Where
it's got to pay for itself.
Money. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Because I know I can't keep running like this, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not huge by any means, but we've been doing a lot of cool things, and it hasn't come from not spending a lot of money.
Right. Well, let me ask you, right? What are some of the things that you guys do as a band to bring the money back in, aside from playing shows?
Okay, so one thing that we do that's not too bad for us as a personal investment is we do a dues, right? We all work and we're all making our money. So some money every week extra just put to the side in the savings, like literally every week. Boom. I don't need this extra 10. I don't need this extra $25. So you got that compounding, and if you keep that for a couple months, by the time you need another video, hey, dude, $800 of it's already paid by just extra money to the side.
Yeah.
Merch is like the biggest thing. Pre-orders, make sure you're setting up your pre-orders. It's hard though to do that, because to do a good pre-order, you need to make sure that you're getting a certain amount of pre-orders, which means you have to have a certain amount of reach that you can push to sell that kind of, and it's like, yeah, it's all building blocks. Like your reach comes from the time you spend getting it and what your demographic is. So that means you have to get involved with your Instagram and we have fucking like 40,000 followers. Right. That isn't easy getting, and it's all organic, and that's why we're able to sell tickets and why we're able to, sell merch when we need to, collab with people, Damn, dude, I had people send me fucking hot sauce and beard care, and I'm just in a band, just fucking, if you got platforms, like people want you to, try their stuff and like dude sent me a t-shirt and beard stuff, bro. I'm about to wear that t-shirt on my stream tomorrow and put some beard stuff in, man.
Hell yeah, dude. Whatever you got to do.
The more people you reach, the more opportunities are going to come to you. So I would basically say that like your money is going to come from your investment and the time that you're going to have. So the best way to start making money is growing your reach. You got to grow your reach, man. You got to have your ROI is awful. Your ROI with Facebook and anything else is going to be terrible. Like Facebook sends your stuff to like 0.03. I have 15,000 followers. I put out a post and sometimes it gets 25 likes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody sees it. It's not pushing it out there. So like you have to get as many people possible so they even see your shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up how they do that. But there
they
are
want
other
you
ways,
to spend
like
money.
you're saying.
They don't.
Hell yeah, they do. Because they've got a platform they need to keep running too.
But
and if you're not willing to spend the fucking money, they're going to go to someone who will.
I know it sucks, but if you are able to build your fan base to a certain extent where it's worth it, I myself on my personal page, I can run ads. I can literally run ads directly to my followers, right? Mm-hmm. So like that's a good thing about the ads too on a shit end of the stick. Now, if you don't have a following, it's hard because most of your money is going to go into running ads to gain more of a following. Once you have a following, then you can target your targets to make money. And
you're already following me. Give me your money now.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. That sounds real shitty. That's not what I mean. It's like, hey, dude, money time.
Yeah.
If selling merch, you have to have it really all ties in the same thing. I tell people that like followers, when you have followers, that's just what it is. These people are following you, so make sure you're being a leader.
Yeah,
right. Don't
for
take
sure.
life for what it is. So make sure you're doing things right, but that's what you're gaining. You're getting more followers. Gain more followers, it's more reach, and you can take your investment and turn it into something. But if you don't take care of your socials, you can still do stuff, but you're limiting the amount of people you have coming to you.
So you guys do t-shirts. Do you guys do physical copies of any music?
So we haven't, that's another thing. We have all singles. We haven't put out any albums or anything yet. We're putting out our first album soon. And then we're gonna do physicals. Absolutely.
What kind?
People love that shit. Collector stuff, man. Vinyls, people love that shit. Don't ever underestimate. I have a fucking Boundaries vinyl sitting right there. My girl got me.
Dude, I got thousands of vinyl sitting right behind the computer right here.
So like, just niche stuff is the best, man. Everybody can make shirts and stuff. You want to come up with something that other people don't have. Like I want to start doing I wear a lot of bucket hats, so I want to start making my own bucket hats and shit. That's something I'd like to do.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, man, I would say it's the best bet for other bands that want to start making more money is just, you gotta build the base to make it.
So did you guys turn your band into an LLC?
Yeah, we're LLC.
Right on.
We're looking at other options too, because there are other options you can do that might be more beneficial in different circumstances. But that comes into us working with like other popular bands, man. Like when you start getting into stuff, we're looking into like an entertainment lawyer. It's something that you have to do when you start getting certain and doing. It's just good to have one. And they'll help you with a lot of stuff as far as contracts and stuff. And, so when you get to that, then they'll tell you what's going to be in your best interest, whether it's a DBA or LLC or whatever.
Yeah. And that's, obviously you guys all want to protect each other. And then the entity itself needs to be just the entity.
Yeah.
Which is,
there's a lot of stuff, now that we're looking into, bands that are doing bigger stuff, they all got publicists. Like we have to look into something for that, so it's a lot more. People are like DIY artists. Unless you can't. There's no such thing. You can't be unless you're a publicist. You're a digital marketer. You're all these things. If you can't do those things yourself, you can never be completely DIY.
Right.
Everything's gonna cost money. If you can engineer your own music, you can't do that, right? That's not DIY. You go into someone and they're engineering your stuff for you. People talk about being DIY artists. It's not like, unless you can do everything at your disposal, you can do everything. Like your mixing, your booking, your festival, you get on everything. Like that you're not DIY. Like
there was but that's, there were a lot of people that they did all that shit themselves, right?
Yeah.
They record their fucking music in their fucking bedroom, in their basement, back shit in the 80s, and it sounded fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And now, like the recording has come.
Well, the industry standards are fucking complete. Wild. You know what I mean? It's wild now. Like if you're not in the same ballpark as some of these bands, like it's just, you're not going to end up on editorial playlists and like the important things of now. Like, it wasn't the thing before streaming services. Now, like, I feel like a big goal of you as a band is getting on one of those editorial playlists that's going to feed you to hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to put something like, it's got to be, there's a standard that they're going to put on their playlist,
Yeah. So. Well, you're right. That's definitely part of it. But the other part of it is doing exactly what you're doing, going out, hustling, playing the shows.
The drive.
Yeah.
Everything's built by numbers. So like even Spotify, as big as they are, when they put a band on a playlist, they want to make sure that band's going to provide some kind of people coming back to that playlist to give that playlist more followers. That's all of this stuff is like a constant cycle. So
everything
if you have zero reach, why are they just going to throw you up in a playlist? They want to make sure your algorithm's popping, that you put these stuff together, you're building yourself. So
so something you guys might like keep in your pocket, a lot of bands are moving to like doing all the recording and shit themselves and just licensing out the music. So they retain all the publishing rights. Cause like,
Yeah.
you know, all the fucking labels, what have they done historically is they're like, we're either taking the publishing rights or we're taking part of the publishing rights. And it's like, you guys didn't fucking write shit. Why get, why get publishing?
Well,
Let's
that's
talk.
that's the thing with that's the DIY stuff too, though. Like a label is gonna do when you're with a label, all those things I was talking about that you need to do if you're not an expert, they give you a payout and they take care of all that for you.
Yeah.
You know? So if you can't do all of those things, then a label is, it's a good way to go if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, it
you know?
can be, but
It can be, but yeah,
if you're willing, if you're already started the band and you're willing to put in the work, you don't have to know how to do everything. You just have to know how to get the right people in those places.
And that's what we do. We freelance most of our stuff,
Yeah.
And, we have at the bands building a community, man. You have to like build a community. We have such an awesome community. We have a chat with hundreds of people in it. We got a Discord. We got all the festival groups we're a part of. And it's like, that's another thing. You have to have people pushing for you constantly. That's how you start. When you start making waves, when you don't have to market yourself, that's when you're doing things.
It's creating a raving fan.
Yeah, 100%. Like the amount of times every time like Rocklahoma or Sonic Temple or anything like that is getting ready to drop or the lineup, they're always tagging us. Eventually someone's gonna see it. And that's how we've ended up on Ink and shit like that.
Yeah.
We want to battle the bands to get on there. And then we blew the place away and they booked us. So
hell yeah. Well, Hemorrhage did, they're out playing their fucking shows and just making waves and going viral and doing their thing. DWP reached out to them, put them on Louder Than Life and Aftershock. And it's like fucking good for you guys.
It is just, it's just hot. It's just such a constant hustle, man. It's such a,
it is
a constant hustle that like, as soon as you wake up, your band is a brand and your brand is a business, right? So like every business doesn't, some of them close maybe for a Sunday or something, but for the most part, most businesses are running 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it doesn't fucking stop.
Yeah, it doesn't ever end. So
No.
if you want your business to grow, you got to be taking care of it every day.
Yeah. You do. You have to nurture it. So
yeah.
I
haven't slept in months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what sleep is either.
Yeah. I literally said that to a booking agent earlier we were talking to. And I was like, all right, if we can take care of these last 3 dates, I can finally sleep again.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's like. Like I don't know. I mean, I say I don't sleep. I'm up at like 4 a.m, 5 a.m.
I can't do that. I'm going to bed at that time and then waking up like a half hour later. No, I mean, I pretty much got a routine now, dude. I get up, I go through socials and get coffee. That's like 2 hours to get before I even get done with social media. I'm on there like for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then I see what everything's like out on Grubhub, see if I can make money that way. And then I'm talking to my social media clients all day. And then I got to build my personal profile. Like even just posting on Facebook and stuff gets me money too. So I have to keep up on that. And that's a constant grind of engagement and reach and back and forth. And getting lucky with viral content, making sure you reach the parameters of reels, because they're all, if you want to keep building your profile, they want a certain amount of reels plays, which means you have to make those,
yeah it's and everything's all video right now.
Yeah, I feel like mostly every day and every turn and everything I'm doing is some way their shape revolved around money.
Because it fucking is.
Yeah.
like trust me, I get it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm literally the same way. I wake up, I go from my bed to my computer. I'm in front of that for fucking hour and a half or 2 hours while my dogs
Forever.
are
My
eating.
girl hates it, dude. My girl hates it, and I don't blame her, but it's but she's cool. She gets it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's very. My girl's very supportive of everything I do, which is important. But yeah, she's like even right now. Today's date day, but I'm doing this right
Oh
now.
shit. She's like, you son
To
of a
be fair, this
bitch.
was scheduled before we started our weekly date day. So
Oh, that's fair.
yeah.
So we do ours. I mean, we tried it. I don't know. We've been together. How long have we been together? 12
Oh
and a
man,
half
she better
years.
not hear that, dude.
12
Be
and a
like
half.
rubbing
Nah,
my
she
shoulder.
knows. 12 and a half fucking years. She, and she's a nurse. So like I do my
Okay.
thing and she does her thing. And like today she fucking worked. So I'm like, hey, I got an interview tonight. She's like, cool. I'm going to fucking decompress without you around. So you don't talk to me. Like,
Okay, bye.
yeah, see ya.
Oh yeah, this is Emma.
Hi, Emma. You are pretty. Holy shit. I like the mask.
Yeah, she's got the same print on her butt, so I call her S face.
That, that's fucking hilarious. I'd show you mine, but they're all upstairs. One of them's missing a leg now.
Oh yeah, we got 3 more downstairs. We got a bunch of pit bulls.
Yeah,
All
ours
different
too.
types. We got one of them. My girl's dog is a clumber. What is that? A clumber spaniel pit bull mix, and then I got her. She's a staffy, and then we got an American downstairs, and then their crossbreed of the staffy and American.
Hell yeah. Yeah, mine are all mutts too.
Yeah, I've always been a big pit bull guy.
Yeah. Well, I started out as a Dobie guy when I was a kid. Love me some Dobermans.
I love Rottweilers too.
Yeah. Colors. I always like the fucking black and yellow or black and orange.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. I love Brindles. Yeah, Brindles are.
Brindle's cool as fuck too.
Mhm.
We had my sister used to raise Presa Canario.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I had a Brindle staff that was fucking gorgeous. Her name was Nina.
yeah, she had Zeus. He was 160-pound fucking Brindle Presa, dude. And he was dude's the nicest fucking dog in the world. His head was like so fucking big. I miss that dude. So when are you guys playing down here?
I can't say it, but soon. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be here. We'll be here soon. Probably November-ish, maybe, kind of. That's what I'll give you.
Okay.
Somewhere around November. It's probably there's a 2 in it. It's probably like the 20th or the 19th. Maybe there's a 2. Who knows? It's mid-November.
What venue are you guys playing?
It's the same one it's
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Losers.
Okay.
Or wrong side. I can't say much. Like it's not announced yet, so I can't really say nothing. It's just the more you deal with, like it'll be announced. The tour will be announced soon, and we're gonna come through the Louisville area.
All right.
You deal with like booking agents, and everything's always hush hush now until like
Yeah.
everything's compromised. But
Wait until we fucking confirm it all.
yeah,
blast
but
it.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah,
because
for
who
sure.
knows? You got to cross your T's and dot your I's, and I don't want to announce something that recently got changed, or that's just. Hey,
Yeah.
remember the bureaucratic stuff we were talking about?
This is part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. Wait till you get involved with like DBAs and.
So as a band, where do you guys like playing most right now?
Like geographically?
Sure, we could go geographically or we could go club specific.
Okay. All right. So I love Ohio. Ohio loves us. So those shows are popping. But nothing beats like our home state shows because people go wild. And like most of we're like, for those who haven't heard us before, we're like tough guy metalcore. Like, so, I guess we could be labeled as like a lot of our people we love are like Amur and Attila and the Acacia Strain and Bury Your Dead and Every Time I Die.
Yeah.
So we're and we kind of throughout our growth as a band, we just kind of ended up this fuck you band. right? So like most of our music is just like super resentful. Like and we kind of, I mean, we just, and it all just comes from life experience, dude. You listen, you go through every band, every one of them has a story of being surrounded by snaky ass fake fucking assholes. And like,
Yep.
the more you get involved with the music scene, especially, dude, you find out the people you think are your friends are not your friends in any way, shape, or form.
No, because everyone just wants to ride on coattails
Yeah,
wherever it's
and we
going.
and we experienced some of that, man. And like, everyone in some way, shape, or form got like, especially the people who are writing the lyrics had experienced the same thing throughout their careers. Our band now is like, everyone in the band was in bigger projects in New York for the most part, except for me. I had projects, but my part in this is mostly the social media aspect, right? I do vocals, I can book, I have contacts, and I do social media really well. Patty was in a big band in Rochester called Diluted, and then he has a side project that's Starstruck Smiley, and then he's got a rap project. David, we used to be in a band called Perspectives, who was big up there, and he has a rap project, and then he had another metal project. Christian, he's just a kid, man. And this is his first band, and he's like super psyched about his first band experience. Tim was in a deathcore band called Salt the Wound, really big out in the MySpace area. MySpace era. And then he's in a band called Kings and Thieves, and then he joined us. John is a booker and he's a booker, he's a promoter, and he's like a stage hand, and he helps with shows, and he's in a metalcore band. So like, we kind of just super grouped from New York. There's a bunch of guys that were doing the thing.
That's how it fucking goes, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, everyone's got to be on the same page, especially when you get into a band, because it's like you're fucking married to it, right? And if you guys aren't on the same page, it's not gonna last.
So we're doing the thing, and we had fun. A lot of us writing lyrics, especially with Patty and Dave, both have like a rap influence because they like that whole side.
Yeah.
We've been able to find out how to incorporate that, and then we love samples in our shit. We try to do shit like that all the time. We all play video games, so 1v1 was very easy to make because it was just like a fuck you song and then incorporate a video game theme, and then and it's just, I mean, the lyrics, they just come out, and that's what we kind of vibed as. People love that shit.
Well, and
that's
it's the fucking presence too on stage. Like, I've not seen you guys, but I've seen the videos, and it's like you do what you can to get the crowd involved.
Oh yeah.
And
that's the best thing. Like, so you were saying places to play. Dude, give me a fucking dirty 200 cap floor show at a VFW. You know what I mean? Give me completely oversold by 70 people. It is a disaster. People are kicking people to open the pit up in some kind of manner or form. People are jumping onto the crowd and they can't step down. Shows like that back in the day for me, like with the Acacia Strain and Recon, packed venues, completely overpacked, violent skating rinks, whatever the fuck. I love the festival stuff. I love the big crowds. I love everything, but I love like intimate. If I could have show, no barricade, 600 caps, sold out every week.
Well, that's what that Knocked Loose show that we met at was fucking
at Portal. So
yeah.
Dude, that was dope too. So I got this Knocked Loose tattoo, and I grabbed the mic for that part, and they let me sit up there. It was dope. The guy from what's that band? Kevin's young Surface.
Yeah, Surface. JP.
Kevin's younger brother. He was up there on the other mic too. It was cool, man. Yeah, exactly, just like that. And even that, like, that there, it was packed, but it wasn't packed. You know what I mean? Perfect. So I would love by doing that shit, like 100%.
That place is a cool place to see fucking shows at too.
Portal's dope. I want to play a show there, but it is kind of big, you know what I mean? And they have to pay staff. So I believe it's like you have to you have to secure the spot, which is still dope. It's definitely worth it with the shows that come
Well,
through.
you've got two options there, right? If you can sell the tickets, they'll do it, or
Yeah.
you can rent the fucking spot out and
Yeah,
and do it,
100%.
right? Yeah, and that backstage area, they got fucking tattoo shop. They're getting ready to have a record store.
Yeah.
They've got some recording studios back there.
That was your friend that was there, wasn't it? He gave me his
Yeah,
card. Yeah.
Shane. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Fucking
Okay.
does all my shit.
Yeah, my man Jake Shirley down here does tattoos. I need more tattoos, man. I have a lot of tattoos, but I need more. Who doesn't need more tattoos?
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wish I could always get more tattoos.
Yeah, I called him the other
I want
day.
to
I
get
was
my
like,
neck filled out.
I was like, hey, dude, what are you fucking doing? He's like, nothing. I'm like, you want to do a tattoo? He's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. I'll see you at the shop.
yeah.
Like, all right.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's good shit.
That's good because usually tattoo artists are super booked out too.
Yeah, I mean he just opened the shop. Fuck, I think he just opened it right before that show actually.
Okay.
Probably like a couple of days before that show.
I feel like it's a good place to get tattoos on big days.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they do a lot, like they have a lot of shows. They've got I don't know, they've got the Thursday
I wanted to
show.
go to that Drain Tsunami show, but that shit,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I
And
wanted to go to that, but it was expensive.
Kublai Khan fucking sold out.
It's hard out here. Oh, of course it did.
Yeah.
That's the one during Louder Than Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working Louder Than Life. I'm with a Catholic Clothing.
Okay.
Shout out to Catholic. Yeah, I'm doing working their booth with them. We have a collab we're doing too with our band with their shirts, so it'd be dope.
Right on. I
live down here. I might as well go do the thing.
Fuck yeah, you may as well. I'll be yeah, I still haven't decided. I want to go see Slayer, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually show up. I might
You don't
go to
even need to see Slayer, man. You just go to the festival and people are just gonna be like, Slayer, fucking Slayer.
I fucking love Slayer. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Fucking Slayer.
Fucking Slayer.
Yeah.
You know, for like I'm a festival head, so like even before the band, like I was at Carolina Rebellion and all that other shit. I've been going to these shows. I was at Louder when it was down at Champion still.
Yeah, me too.
And that's been a thing for years. Just even if Slayer's not there, the whole festival, the whole campground, the whole constantly walking everywhere. Fucking Slayer.
Dude,
It's
just
loud
metal
as
shows. I'll be in fucking Nashville at some as a matter of fact, I was going to see
from the fucking festival crowd, dude. They do that shit.
Dude, I went to go see Mastodon and Gojira in Nashville with Lorna Shore, and fucking you hear the crowd, fucking Slayer. I'm like, you got to be shitting me. Like, all right. So fucking funny. Us old people, we know how to party. Fucking
it's okay,
Slayer.
man. I'm there too. We're a metalcore band. We're out doing fun things with all the kids, but I'll be 37. I'll be 37 soon.
Oh shit, I'm almost 50.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, you're like,
it's getting closer, dude. I can feel it.
Oh, dude. Like when I fucking blew out my shoulder when I was like 39. And that was the first time that I fucking knew. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fucking rough.
Riddled with injuries. I've been in swing pits since I was a fucking teenager. Actually at Carolina Rebellion, I tore my rotator cuff and dislocated my shoulder. It was awful.
Yeah.
I've gotten my eyebrow. I got my eyebrow split open, and it was from my like first hardcore show, and completely smashed my eyebrow. It's the scar I got. I fucking broke my ankle. I'm a mess.
I got a fucking eyebrow scar from hockey.
I had my teeth smashed. I'm a mess. Yeah. I've had injury over injury.
Oh, dude, it's fucking terrible for sure. Like,
and all that stuff comes back to haunt you later. Like I'd be in there dancing now, and like I'll pull my shoulder out. Like, fuck, I'm out of commission for like 8 hours. You know?
Yeah. Like motherfucker. So, are you guys recording the album now?
No, we already got everything done. We just sent it out to get mastered. We're gonna be releasing most like all of and a good marketing strategy. So we're just moving into it and slowly building. Plus, we're trying to find different you know, we want to partner with somebody. So, you know, we're seeing what happens. And if not, you know, we'll drop the release and get working on more. We work with our producer is Pablo Viveros. I don't know if you know who that is. He's the drummer of Chelsea Grin.
Okay.
Yeah, he was with them for a long time. So we work with through him, and that's basically it, man. We're just, you know what I mean? We gotta, there's a lot of stuff you gotta do with releases now. You can't just drop it on DistroKid and then just let it go. You know, digital marketing is the wave. You gotta get your digital marketing in order.
Well, you've definitely got to get everything to hit
But you can
just right.
Yeah, and you can freelance that, man. There's plenty of people out there that do it and work and know how to do proper conversion ads and stuff. And you know, you might not be able to do the best ones yourself, but you know, people, you do some research and find out how to do your own ads, and you know, reach out to me, bro. I'll fucking teach you a bunch of shit. That's what I do. That's what I'm trying to do. Get better at that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fucking freelance on Fiverr? Shit, I think I lost you.
You said what?
I said I think I
Oh
lost
no,
you.
I see.
Oh, there you are.
I got you. Here.
Do you freelance on Fiverr?
I don't. No, I probably should. Right?
Yeah.
I downloaded it the other day. It's right. I'm looking at it right now. It says Fiverr Workspace.
Yeah, sometimes I do like multicam videos and I can't edit those worth of shit. So I fucking hire some dude on Fiverr to edit
I
them
could do
for me.
Fiverr, but but that's the thing about getting niched, right? Do I do social media, or do I do social media specific? Right? Like, so like I work with bands in the heavy music industry. That's where I excel, because that's what I did for myself.
Sure.
So,
Yeah,
you know.
but do you think bands in the heavy industry aren't going to be looking on Fiverr to hire someone that specializes in that?
If they do, they can, but I don't think they should. And here's why. Everything that you need is at your disposal by other artists or people in the music scene. If you need a lyric video done, yeah, you could go on Fiverr, or you could hit someone that does it in the music scene, and that provides you not only with helping another artist, which is what you're trying to do, right? That's what we're out here hustling, so we got to take care of each other. But not just that, now you have a network, and you don't just have a network of some random guy on Fiverr. You have a network of people who also like heavy music, because you're staying within the range, right? And that's all about finding and catering to your demographic.
Yeah,
So
but it's also about advertising, right?
Yeah,
and if
exactly.
you're on Fiverr advertising, it's just more people that are coming your way.
Yeah, 100%. I get that. I just always tell people, if you go on Fiverr and you find people who are in the scene and they're doing that and they specialize in that, then yeah, use Fiverr. But I will say that I feel like anything that you need, you can find within your like demographic. So, you know, before you go on Fiverr and look, you have homies that can put out good quality work. I promise.
For sure.
A lot of them. I know.
Yeah,
a lot of them. And there's a lot of people. If I'm gonna push the idea that I can do this myself and I can hustle, then I have to push the idea that you should look out for people like me. It doesn't have to be me, right? But there are people like us that are putting hours into the industry in general, and that are like trying to do it so we can stay here and just do that. Yeah. And those people need that support of those jobs, like the freelancers, you know? So yeah, you could do it with somebody, and if that's what you want to do, but I know a lot of talented motherfuckers that are trying to do exactly what you're trying to do, you know?
Yeah.
And I know if you got into it, and if that person that is going to get some, you know, wants to start branding themselves, that they would appreciate my plug to them. Right?
Fuck yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
One hand washes the other, I guess. But yeah, definitely. If you're going to use an app like that, especially if you're doing it, fuck it, go do it.
Do it.
Any way to make extra money. That's what your job is.
That's the fucking truth. You have to make
money all the time.
Yeah.
I don't even got kids, and I struggle. I can't even imagine.
Shit, I got 2.
Mm-hmm. See,
2 kids, 3 dogs, and a fucking cat, and a turtle.
So basically 5 kids and a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those fucking dogs, dude, they are just like kids. Jesus Christ, it's hilarious.
This one I can't get. Like, she's behind me. If I'm in the room and she's in the room, she has to be 2 feet up my ass.
Yeah.
Like not even next to me. She's got to be on top. But when I'm we go to, she's one of those dogs that, like, I'll be sitting somewhere. She'll climb. First of all, she's not small. She's it's a smaller Staffy, but she's still a pit bull, and like she's just, I'm gonna climb up. She climbs up and she takes her 2 front paws, puts them over your shoulders, and she's just chest in your face, chilling. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude, this is cool. This isn't inconvenient to me at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. Ours, it's fucking at bedtime. Camille, like we try to keep 2 of the dogs with my son, and then one of the dogs stays with us. The 3-legged stays with us. But if our oldest one, Camille, she comes in, she fucking gets right under the damn cover. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna sleep here, and I'll keep you warm." And you're like, Jesus, it's fucking 90 degrees outside. Can you not be there?
There we go. You're
We
back.
keep freezing.
Yeah, I lost you for a second. It's all
Yeah.
right.
I think my son's playing video games. It says your connection is
I was just
unstable.
about to say that. It's funny because you say that, and I'm over here and I'm listening to my girl play Search and Destroy right now.
That's fucking funny. Yeah.
Yeah, me and my girl play a lot of Call of Duty.
I don't fucking I play a Mario game on my phone.
Do you?
Yeah. That's about the extent of it. I literally don't have time to do anything else.
Bro, I play Call of Duty, right? But I am a sweaty like Madden player. Like football, like
Yeah.
online football. Oh, dude, I'm a sweat. I love it. So that's like music and everything. I'm a football fanatic. Like I mentioned the tickets for like DraftKings and shit earlier.
Yeah.
I play that shit religiously. Yeah, when I can. I mean, I'm good at it though too. I hit 2 tickets on preseason, and who knows what the fuck's gonna happen in a preseason game.
Yeah.
I just took a bunch of unders, but like I get so into that shit. I'm in 4 fantasy leagues.
Holy shit.
I know, like I run a $2,000 fantasy league. I'm all over all the player analytics. I'm watching the games. I'm looking at the weather.
So I'm not super into like sports. I like baseball. I'll go to a game, but I love the fucking Lions. When they went 0-16, I was cheering for them on that at game 16.
Oh, for what? Detroit? Dude,
yeah.
So like the Lions look good, man. The Lions fucking look good.
Dan
they got
Campbell
Ja'Marr.
Dude,
their running back room and their receiver core is great. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a monster. Their Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama is their running back, and he's like a quality scat back. Like he's catching the ball in the backfield all the time. I don't even know if they have David Montgomery anymore, but they had both of them. It was David Montgomery and Jahmyr.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking. I think they're gonna do really well this year.
And
like
Jared Goff's good, man. He's not the best quarterback, but he's formidable. So
yeah. Well, and Campbell, I think Campbell's a really good fucking
Dan
coach.
Campbell's the man. He's like him. So like, surprisingly, I'm a Cowboys fan, and I like their head coach too.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say Dan Campbell and him are my favorite. As in Mike Dabo, I think his name is.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, for the Giants, he's like old school. He seems like old school New York type Italian guy, and he's got a good attitude.
Yeah,
but I hate the Giants, so
I
like fuck that guy.
I like Dan because he was on the 0-16 team.
Yeah,
it's so funny. He played fucking 0-16, and he comes back.
Dan
as the
Campbell
coach.
was on the Cowboys too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he was on the 0-16 team
at some point.
Like fuck, good for him, dude. Right, for coming and I think the team has really turned around. I mean, shit, we've got 100 years of fucking losing.
Yeah, you guys haven't even been to a Super Bowl, man. It's fucking sad.
Yeah, fuck.
It's so crazy because they had fucking Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
We're stuck again.
There we are.
Kids playing Fortnite. It's all right. We're good.
I don't know what he's fucking playing.
I'm about to go play something.
Yeah.
After this.
I think I'm gonna fucking actually get off here. I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for having me on, man.
Oh yeah.
If we can always do this again, man. I can get more of the guys in here. Everybody, I know 2 of my guys are on vacation right now, so
Cool.
But
Yeah,
I
we'll do it
appreciate
again.
you having me on.
Let's do it when you announce and we can fucking talk tour routing and all that good shit.
No, it's next week. So
Cool.
hopefully. All right.
All right, dude.
I'll talk to you again. I'll hit you up on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Hell yeah. Have a great night.
All right, dude. You too.
Later.